what are you doing over there playing video games? You should be going outside to play with a death ray from space. But I don't want to go outside to get skin cancer. I want to stay inside and play on my PlayStation. What about these? Marker paper? Marker paper!
The sketchbook first came out on the shelf way back in 1864. They were used for, well, you know, sketching. Markers started to run in the 40s, but didn't become popular by the art community until the 50s, with Sanders Rosel, with his, magic marker. Wonder if they were going to use that in the future. Because of these markers have become the most popular art supplies to use in the art media. Even I have a hoard of these gremlins.
Do you guys remember me mentioning Sketchbook at the beginning of this video?
The sketchbook first came out on the shelf way back in 1864.
Sketchbook had been used by many artists since the cave painting, and we've been using them since then. But did you know that markers and paper go hand in hand? And today we'll be taking a look at 7 of them here today. I have 7 here of marker paper that I'll be taking a look. Well, not just taking a look. I'll be drawing in them and coloring them with markers inside of the sketchbook. So why not start off with this sketchbook right here?
This here is the Strathmore's, I think I'm saying that right. I don't know if I am or not, but it's a marker paper that is about $6.99. I thought that this is much smaller than the other marker paper that we will be looking into today. That's because this one is about 6 by 8 inches, while the other is about 9/12. This one out of the other marker paper we'll be looking into is the cheapest one out of all of them.
And because of how small this book is, you can easily carry it in your bag. But is this book any good for you to actually, do professional work in it? Well, let's actually open the book up and let's already tear it out. What? I guess we're going to use this page to color something, I guess.
So with this first paper, I'm going to be sketching Spyro from, well, Spyro. But the design of the Spyro is going to be based upon the Spyro Reunited series. And not like the other game that shall not be named. So let's start to draw it off with some basic shit. What's the actual fridge? What the heck is up with Spyro's face? He looks like one of those freaking nanny character models from the very bad video game.
At least it's better than a game that shall not be named.
Okay, he's 6. And when the sketch is complete, it's not that bad. The paper seemed to handle the sketch pretty well.
I really wish I actually recorded the part, like the sketching part or the line art for all of these. But here's an image from the, when I was, recording this part. So I'm so sorry. Still new to reviewing, but hopefully the next time this won't happen. But I will say I do like the line art and the sketch part. The marker gets a little bit weird.
The line art is what I have to say is the better part for this drawing. The paper hold the pen really well. No blend. Use pens that I got from the Illustration Pro box.
Why am I mentioning this? Well, the micro pens right here. These are my babies. I actually really love my micro pens. But sadly, after so many uses with these pens, they become obsolete. These are my new babies now. Because of these pens, I use these for the line art for this picture. But after the line art, it gets worse with the markers. Way worse.
I don't know what happened. I was just coloring Spyro's face when all of a sudden it looked like it's eating his face away. It doesn't happen anywhere else, nor does it happen with any other paper. This is the only one that is happening. Why? Am I layering too much markers on this? I don't think that's the case. I've done it with other paper, but I've never done this before. So why this one?
Sadly, that kind of marks down point for this paper. I was really hoping that I could recommend this paper for you guys if you want to take something small with you to go. But if you're really doing this for professional work, it's not going to do. But for casual drawing, yeah, I would recommend this paper. Time for the rating for this paper. It is a 6 out of 10 for the sketching. I kind of felt like that the paper was a little bit catching the pencil, but it wasn't too bad to where I was afraid that it would tear. A 8 out of 10 for the line art because I felt like the paper held up with the line art way better than the markers. And I would have given this paper a 9 out of 10 for the markers. But because of what happened to Spiral's face, I have to give it a 5 out of 10. Which is a real bummer for this paper. Can't get any worse than this. Oh wait, it's not worse because we got this!
This here is the Spectrum Noir 8x10 marker paper. Now before anyone says anything, why is this a stack of paper? Shouldn't it be in a book like all the other marker paper?
Queenie, are you sure this is the right paper? Oh, she's gone.
And where do you think it goes? This paper came from the Illustration Art Pro box that Jazza did about a year ago. Or was it 2 years ago? I can't remember. But you can buy the sketchbook at Spectrum Noir website for about $15.99.
A little bit expensive for the paper, don't you think? Not entirely. They're not as expensive like another piece of sketchbook we'll be looking into later in this video. But I can see why Jazza put these in an illustration box that he did last year? Year before that? I can't remember. But I have used these paper before, and I actually really do enjoy them. I love these paper, and I'm really glad that not only do I, in the box that I get, what's the word that I'm looking for? Oh yes! Coloring pages! But I get blank pages that actually create my own artwork. The paper is thick and not too flimsy. You know this paper is not going to tear. I feel like this is the reason why Jazza got to put this paper in the art box that I bought in that video that I did. But when I was doing the drawing for this, I didn't feel like my pencil was going to slide off the paper. It was buttery smooth. Say that 5 times fast. Now I did use the micron pen for this drawing. Well, actually, this is not a drawing. This is just one sheet of paper. Hang on. There we go. Now I did use micron pens for this drawing. However, the rest of this video, I will be using the Spectrum Noir pens that I got from the kit that I made a video about. Links in the description if you want to go check it out. And because I kind of used the micron pen, but I did use like a bigger brush pen for the strokes that you see. As much as I really like micron pens, Spectrum Noir pens have become my favorite. They have become my new favorite pens.
I'm in love with these pens. I have done art with these pens. I can't be without them. If I can't do art without them, I shall die.
Okay. That was weird. Anyways, back to the review.
Placing the color down on this paper is buttery smooth. I love how this paper takes the markers. It feels professional and it's really, really, really nice.
I really don't know what else to say. Jazza knew what he was talking about when he picked this paper out for the, the kit that he did last year. Year before that. I don't really remember when he did it. Oh, by the way, if you want to check out the 2 videos that I did about Jazza kit, the link down in the description below if you want to go check them out. Speaking of links, don't forget to check out my store. I'm selling stickers on there. I have Veltron, Nebula, Misty, and of course, the twins. Did I forget anyone? Oh yeah, Skelly! Also, I put my Instagram page if you want to go check out my Instagram. I'll see you guys then.
I love how this turned out. The colors blend really well, and even when the areas aren't really all that blended out, it just feels natural, I guess? I don't know what the word for it, so, shut up. But it turned out to where it doesn't feel odd or look like the marker is eating away at the face, unlike the last one. It looks professional artwork, something that I can sell on my store.
Professional artwork? Yeah, you can actually achieve it with this paper. 8 out of 10 for the sketch, 8 out of 10 for the line art, and of course, 9 out of 10 for the markers. I just love how this turned out. I would pretty much hang this behind me right now if I wanted to. Can't say much for the other paper we'll be looking into. Oh dear.
Cinder, the Black Dragon, the follower of Malefor. Well, before Spiral saved her and brought her back to the light. Cinder, the terror of the sky, reduced to this. Where did it all go wrong?
Okay, let me make something very clear. I don't hate the drawing. I actually like the drawing. I just, I hate the paper. It ruins the drawing.
This is the Cancer Pro layout paper that isn't really sold anymore. Michaels, I don't think you can even get this anymore. The pencil feeling it wanted to slide right off the paper, unlike the Spectrum Noir paper where it felt like buttery smooth. This one felt like a super slippery slide that went horribly wrong.
That didn't sound right.
It felt like my pencil wanted to slide right off the paper more than a sketch. It didn't feel fun. It felt more like a chore than drawing. And you want to know what's worse?
And here's something about this history of that paper. I actually used it in this sketchbook right here. This is not a sketchbook you can find. I actually made this when I was like, how old was I when I made this book? But here's something. I used to use this paper to sketch. This was one of my sketches I did a long time ago. Here's another one. Oh, John, you don't look too well. Are you doing okay now, bud? Oh. Here's something about this. This drawing, I actually like the drawing, but the marker ruined it. And you want to know something? I've actually, before I even found the Spectrum Noir paper that I have used for my other videos, when I did the Jazza kit, this is a drawing that I did way back in high school, and it's one of my most favorite drawings that I've ever done. And it's upside down. This was a marker drawing that I did back in high school. One of my favorite drawings I've ever done, and it still holds up today. Sure, the blending and mixing of colors is not the greatest, but hey, it's better than this. Look at the comparison between these two. What happened? And this drawing was done 7 years ago. I mean, what? Well, you really seem to hate that paper. Oh, why don't you take a look at it yourself? Yeah, I can see why you hate it. It's just, the marker is, it's streaky everywhere. Even the line art's not that great. But, Dragon. What? Who are you? Yeah, who are you? I'm known as the know-it-all bandit, and you're doing it wrong. The marker blends very well with the paper, and you can get pretty good layers with the markers. So you're all wrong. No, it doesn't. I can show you guys. I can prove it to you that this paper does not blend very well. Right?
I don't know what the paper is doing with the marker, but it looked like the marker is eating the marker. Unlike how the first paper we looked at, it was eating the paper, or in this case, Spiral's face. But it's eating the marker.
I'm going to have to apologize and stress more marker paper. I'm sorry. I thought you were the worst marker paper I had ever dealt with a video. I thought you eating Spiral's face was bad. This paper proved me otherwise.
There are really bad streaking mark on the paper, more so on the other paper that I've tested in this video. And the blend doesn't look like it's blending. It looks like it just wants to eat all that marker up, just drinking it.
But a photo of this paper, 3 out of 10 for this. The line of sketching, it's the 4 out of 10 for line out. It's just, don't get it. It's not worth it. It's not worth your money. In fact, thankfully, it's no longer on sale. Thank the dragons above for that. Wait, what happened? Where'd the lights go? Hello? What is this place? Am I dead?
No, my child, it is not your time yet.
Oh! God, is that you?
What? No, I'm not God. I'm a freaking rain dragon that you can't even see yet.
Oh. I guess I'm not gonna ask about that, but I am gonna ask this. What are you doing here, then?
I'm afraid that we will have to put this video into another part too.
Wait, why?
It's because of time.
Oh, fudge.
If you like what you see, consider subscribing. And don't forget to follow me on my social media and check out my store. Link down in the description below.